Well, hello there. Today we are talking about using the Netbeans IDE. So in my classes I have my students use the command prompt for the first few weeks of class, and I do that because most IT professionals have experience using the command prompt, and it's important. It's important to know how to get around an operating system using a command prompt. Along with that, it's also important to know how the Java compiler, the javac.exe and the java.exe, which is the Java virtual machine, how those work and how those act upon a Java file that you create. So I have my students first learn how to use the command prompt, and then we start using Netbeans. And so today's lesson is more or less about how to use Netbeans to create a simple program with Java. So the first thing that we're going to do is you have to first install Netbeans, of course. And Netbeans, the icon should be this cube that you find on your desktop. So double click it, and it might take a while to load the first time. When it loads, you might have questions from some microsystems asking if you want to register. Just click on Never Register, unless you're at home. If you're at home, you want to always register. But if you're at school in class, then usually just click on Never Register, because the computers will reset the regular settings every single night. So once you're in Netbeans, what you're going to do is you're just going to go to File. You're going to go to New Project. This guy will come up. You're going to select Java Application. Go to Next. Let's get rid of this thing right here. Alright, let's do this first. Okay, so this screen will come up. It'll say New Java Application, and for your project name, we're going to go ahead and just name that Crow. Let's say 1_009_ Netbeans Demo. I always find it a good idea to click on Browse, and when this comes up for Select Project Location, I find it's a good idea to always choose the desktop. That way your project, it's going to be on your desktop, and the computer is going to be interacting with an actual folder and files that are on your computer, not on a network folder somewhere far away. That's if you're in my school using the Netbeans program. So choose desktop, and let's click Open. So right here you can see it's going to put our project on our desktop. Where it says Create Main Class, for now we're going to uncheck Create Main Class. And yes, we want to set it as the main project. Go ahead and click Finish. And it'll go ahead, it'll create some files on your desktop. It'll create a folder out there. Sometimes this can take a few seconds. Aha! So here we are. We've got our project, which is called Crow1_009_ Netbeans To create a class, to create a program file, we're just going to right-click on Source Packages. You're going to go to New, and you're going to select Java Class. For our class name, the naming convention that I have my students use is the following: Crow, whatever your period is, _009. This is our 9th program that we're working on, and we're going to just name this the same as we named our project, so Netbeans Demo. And let's go ahead and click Finish. And Netbeans will create the shell of our class for us. So notice that over here I've got my project, and I've got source packages, and here is my Java file, crow1_009_netbeansdemo.java. It will automatically include this template inside the code here. I always find it a good idea to just get rid of this stuff. And notice how up here it'll put these braces. It'll put this this top brace along this line. I always like to click Enter so that the braces are even. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to use code that's already been created for you. Where did I put this? Here it is. So this code should be available on till.info. I'm going to copy this code, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to highlight this stuff, delete it, and I'm going to paste my code in here. Now you'll notice that when I paste this code, I'll get an error. I get an error right here, and this is because this class name right here does not match the file name. So I need to change this crow3_009, last name, first initial. I need to change this to crow, what is this, crow1 _009, and I'm going to make this Netbeans demo. And now this matches this up here. It matches the file name, so we're good to go. To run the file, there are two ways you can do it. I'm going to show you the first way right here. You just right-click, and it's always a good idea to compile it first. So go to right-click, say compile. Usually you'll see this thing down here. It'll say creating blah, 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 and it'll say compiling one source file, build successful. Next, you want to come back up here, or right-click it again. This time, click on Run. And here's your program. Normally, for the past few weeks, we have run this in the command prompt, so this will show up, at the DOS prompt. But here, your program runs right here, and this is the result of this code. All right, and here's the compiled file. So notice that if I go into here, if I look at this, this is the code that I ran. So I'm declaring an integer. I'm declaring 3 double variables. And then I'm initializing this DBL number 1 with number 30. I'm initializing DBL number 2 with a number of 7. So right here I'm taking DBL number 1 divided by DBL number 2. So 30 divided by 7 is, it's got to be 4 point something. And I'm putting that number into DBL answer. So then I'm taking DBL answer and I'm trying to put this number with a decimal into an integer. Now I can't do that, of course, because integers don't accept decimals, but I'm forcing this to happen with this case operator. So what's going to happen is the 4 point whatever it is, it's going to cut off the decimal and it's just going to put 4 into this answer variable. So right here, the first number is 30. The second number is 7. The double type answer is 4 point whatever it is, and the int type answer is 4. And so notice that is what we see down here. So we just compiled our file by right-clicking. We said compile, and then we clicked on Run File. There's another way to do this. You can build your project. This is just another way to compile it. So you click Build. As you can see, you see the same stuff down here. And if you wanted to run, you would just click the Run Main Project button. This will come up where it says Project Netbeans demo does not have a main class set, and select main class, just click OK, and it'll go ahead and run. So this is how we created a program with Java using Netbeans. If I go ahead and close Netbeans, and if I go to my my desktop, here's the project folder. If I go into this project folder, you'll notice that there are a few folders in here. I've got Build, DIST, MB, Project, and SRC. SRC stands for Source Files. So if I go in there, here is my, my Java file. So today we were working with the Netbeans IDE and we created a simple program using Netbeans. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later.